Hi, my name is Steve Adiakanu, founder and CEO of Noobie Records. There is a shortage of church musicians that can't be filled fast enough. Some churches have to suffer Sunday after Sunday, missing key musicians when they are in fact the key element to the liveliness of the church. Usually the musician before left unexpectedly, leaving the church scrambling to find a fill-in and most importantly, a permanent member. Noobie Records finds musicians who would like to be permanent members for churches and holds them to contracts. I have pastors, music directors, and church members telling me about openings for musicians for their church as well as others. At Noobie Records, we find musicians to permanently fill in church positions, which is going to be held in place by contract. A contract is going to be in place before any private information like the exact address, phone number, email, or name is shared. We can give the musician the amount of pay per service, the city it is located, the denomination of the church, and rehearsal days, but nothing too exact or precise where they can bypass us and get the position themselves. This will defeat the purpose of you as a subcontracted agent and make your hours of finding work for that person pointless. Also, you will miss out on pay. We charge a 10% commission for the longevity of the musician's stay with the church. You should establish a price and acknowledgement of services beforehand to both the musician and the church. One of the best parts about this work is that you can come from any background and work from anywhere as long as you have a reliable internet connection and device to log on with. We use social media platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube to find musicians and churches needing musicians and to display the musicians' performance on their instrument. Depending on your skill level on social media, your interpersonal relationship, your musical knowledge, and dedication, it may take a few hours, days, or weeks to establish your first connection. Once you get the hang of it, it's all downhill from there. It will be a learning curve at first, but just like everything else, once you make it a habit, it'll be easy to control and duplicate. Your commission for booking a musician with a church will be 50% going to you and the other 50% going to Noobie Records. For instance, if your musician makes $200 per service, Noobie Records takes a 10% fee every service. Out of that 10%, you get 50% of that every Sunday or whatever payday it is for the church for an entire year. Broken down, that would mean out of $200, Noobie Records would get $20 per service, while the musician pockets the majority at $180 per Sunday service. 50% of the $20 will be split between Noobie and you to equal $10 per week, every week for a year. Our goal would be to have as many musicians under contract with Noobie as possible. You can pay for groceries, your phone bill, all the way to paying off the car note or rent. It is entirely up to you on how financially independent you want to become. You can take this from your secondary source of income to your main source. The position does not have to be the highest paying, but the best for the musician. For example, if it is between a $200 and a $250 position, and the $250 position pays higher but doesn't match the musician's needs, I encourage you to go with the $200 position if the musician feels more comfortable there. It will be better to find a position that the musician will not regret later down the line. You want them to enjoy going in to play every Sunday and think about money second. The difference you receive between $10 and $12.50 shouldn't be large enough for you to take sides. You will make that up with your next musician. You are highly encouraged to recommend friends also. If you want to work together in a group, by all means, I encourage you to do so. It will probably bring in a higher chance of finding and closing a position if you work together. You will all have to figure a pay structure between yourselves, with one person being the recipient of the weekly commission. Being a one-person team will be beneficial as well. You move at your own pace as well as create your own time to work. One of the most important parts is that you should have them send you a link of their videos also. This helps speed the process of the church looking to see if their playing style is a good fit for the church. Before we add you to the Noobie team, we will need a subcontractor contract in place. After the contract is signed, I will help you getting set up and started, and I will explain everything in the next video. If there are any questions, comments, or concerns, please do not hesitate to reach me by email, my LinkedIn page, or phone number. Please text me first just to make sure I am available. If not, you can leave a detailed voice message on my phone or a text. Thank you for watching the video.